Oh my God, Harford County is so boring. This is Harford County, Maryland. Please hit that like and subscribe button for this and all the other great videos. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think about Harford County, and we're going to get to it right now. All right, so the 4 things that make Harford County absolutely boring. I'm John. I'm 56 years old. I've raised 2 children here. I've been married for 30 years. I've done everything I have done in Harford County, with the exception of a few years when I was in the military. But what makes Harford County so boring? The 4 cons to living in Harford County. But I don't know. I'm 56. You might think, hey, that sounds like absolutely divine and lovely. Number 1, it is a slower paced here. Oh my God, almost down to a crawl. If you're used to being like in the city and you're used to the nightlife and going, if you're used to, I don't know, just everybody always in a hurry and stuff like that, Harford County is not the place for you. It definitely is not the place for you. I mean, my wife and I, the most exciting thing we do all week long is we run to the Walmart. So as far as, they're slow. Our self-checkout is slow. They're slow going through drive-thrus. It's kind of slower pace. It's not like New York, where everything has to be done in a New York minute, as they say. So that is the number 1 thing. It is definitely a slower pace. But hey, if you're anything like me, I kind of like that. Everybody speaks a little slower. Everybody's not in a hurry. And definitely, as older as you get with me, I'm 56. I'm a little slower. Number 2 is like, there is the reason why they're Harford County, there's zero nightlife. Usually they roll up the streets at about 8 o'clock at night, with the exception of a couple of bars located in Bel Air. Looney's comes to mind, also the Tower. These places are open until 2, but there really is no nightlife. I mean, if you like listening to retro 80 music, like Radioactive or Doc Flannel and the Martins, Doc Martin and the Flannels. That's it. They play like 5 Finger Death Punch kind of music, and they play at Looney's, right in the middle of Bel Air. But other than that, there's no concert halls here. You're not going to the Civic Center. You're not checking out, anything extravagant like going down to Baltimore when you catch like the country music singers or the rock stars and stuff like that. Nothing like that here in Harford County. Maybe the most exciting thing we might be the Ironbirds over in Aberdeen, but their games are usually done by, 10 o'clock at night on a school night. Most of the time I'm in by 9 o'clock, being home, and that's where I want to be, ready to go to bed and go to work the next day. So so the number 2 thing is repetitive entertainment. It goes back to nightlife. Once you've hit the microbreweries of Havre de Grace, you caught an Ironbird game, and you've done a couple of the other things, that's it for Harford County. Most exciting thing I did this year is I went to my sister-in-law's, my nephew's football game, and that was like October, and it was cold. Again, wanted to be in my bed 9 o'clock at night. I'm in. So you might think that's absolutely delightful. I do. But if you're young and you love New York or your LA kind of vibe and stuff like that, be prepared to slow down a little bit, and your nightlife might be Netflix and chill. You never know. Number 3 here, and the reason why one of the cons to Harford County is, I'm gonna get my cheat sheet here. It's quiet. We don't have a lot of anything after 8. You don't have your neighbors carrying on next door to you, having thrown wild parties. You're not going to go to Bel Air at 8 o'clock at night. And the police department, we have a police department in Bel Air. We have the Harford County Sheriff's Department, who are bored. A lot of these guys, they move in from the city, from Baltimore City, because, Baltimore City is always going. But they come out here and they're bored with their jobs because there's literally nothing to do. There's like zero crime. And at 8 o'clock at night, after maybe 10 o'clock, if you're running around Bel Air screeching, carrying on, they will find you and help you out. They'll give you a fine. But ultimately, it is just, this is a small town charm, that there is nothing going on and everything settles down, and you might have a wild possum or raccoon cross the street at 2 a.m. But at 2 a.m. in the morning in Bel Air, I've been there a couple of times, there is nothing. I mean, nothing going on. Most exciting thing I did in my life, I was waiting on concert tickets, but it used to be Hex, it's now Macy's, and Macy's is closing there at the Harford Mall. But none of that stuff ever happens anymore either. Everything's online. So that brings us to number 4. All right, so at certain times of the day, we have traffic. I don't understand why we have traffic, but you have Route 40 all blocked up, 95 all blocked up, 24 blocked up, and there's traffic for no reason. There's traffic. So it might be because 95 is backed up or for whatever reason, but yeah, so all ready to go, but no place to go. Everybody's headed to the Wegmans or the Walmart. So, and I'm going to give you a bonus one here because I think this is important. My family and I, we eat out a lot. I mean, the most exciting place we've had come up here might be the local, which is Elevated Comfort Food, or code for expensive regular food. They have a tomahawk chop steak for about $150, but we really don't. We're in desperate need. If you're moving into the area, please bring a decent bagel shop. There's no place you can go get like a cup of coffee and a piece of pie, say at like 10 o'clock at night. Just not happening. Most of the restaurants are the normal restaurants like Outback Steakhouse. We do have a Texas Roadhouse that was relatively new, about 5 years ago. But there's not a lot of like high-end fancy eating places. There's just not. There's 111 Main. I've never been there, but I've heard about it in Bel Air. But there's no. That's a con to Harford County and Bel Air. It's just, after about 6 months, you have had eaten everywhere. But that also a good news. Whenever they open something new, the place is usually busy for about 6 months. So, and there you have it. Those are the cons to Harford County. Now, what I might consider a con, you might consider a blessing. But that's it in the Harford County nutshell. We are very slow paced. We have traffic that comes out of nowhere. We have really no decent, awesome places to eat. We do have a couple of great pizza places, but that's it. So I'm John. I've lived here my entire life. Hit that like and subscribe button for this and all the other great videos. I humbly come to you and say, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a couple comments below. Tell me some of the fun things in Harford County you've discovered. And if you're moving to Harford County, if you're moving to Maryland, by all means, give me a shout. I'd be more than happy to have a conversation with you in an event that maybe you might want to use me as a real estate agent. I highly appreciate it. Catch you on the next video. Peace.